All right, folks, Front Row Sports, live and direct from UFC, a luncheon to promote the first UFC fight in Fresno at the SAVEMART Center, December 9th. And we got none other than Mr. T. What, before we get started, what's the T City for? Is that for Torrance?
Everyone says it's Torrance. But,
okay.
It's not. Like, not that I don't take pride in like growing up in the area of Torrance, but it means Triangle City.
Okay.
And then the story behind that was when I was a little kid training, everyone would always try to get on top of me and beat me up because they're always bigger, so I would just throw my legs up in the air and I would triangle them.
Okay.
And then one day we were playing bowling, and then my nickname became Triangle City.
All right.
But then when you say Brian Triangle City Ortega, that's way too long, so we just put T City, and that was just in my amateur career, right?
Okay.
After that, couple pro fights, hit the UFC, and we're like, you know what, let's just keep the name.
Awesome. So T City, Brian Ortega, fighting in your home state, as they say, against Cub Swanson. Your last fight, you submitted a great fighter, an undefeated fighter up to that point. Renato, is it Moicano?
Renato Moicano.
Like now Moicano, he's a Brazilian, correct?
Yeah.
Brazilian. So talk to me about that fight. It was a big fight for you and propelled you to what's going on right now.
Yeah, bro, that was a big fight. We're both undefeated, and he just came over a win over Jeremy Stevens.
Right.
Just finished beating Jeremy Stevens, came in on fire. He was the number 9 ranked guy in the world. I was number 8, and it was a war, bro. The first round, we came out there, and then I gave it to him in the first round. Second round, I got a little emotional because it was just, like that Mexican blood in me wants to go to war. And we went to war, but near the end of that second round, I kind of gave my composure back, and we stuck to the game plan again. Felt like I won the end of that second round. The third round, we just came in, banged it out. He took me down, and I wrapped his neck and choked it up.
So now with that victory, obviously now you're fighting. It keeps on getting tougher and tougher from this point on. And now
UFC's tough, but now we're fighting the elite of the elite now. The top 5 in the game, which means these guys are all at any given night can win the title.
Yeah.
And we're here to fight each other now. And Cub Swanson's my opponent, and it's a tough opponent. This guy who's been around the block and some. He's fought the best of the best. The only people that he's lost are pretty much the title holders or the people who come close to titles. Yeah. So this is a tough fight. So if I can get through this guy, I can pretty much prove that and show the world that, hey, you know what, I'm not just in the top 10, but I'm in the elite of the elite. And that's what I want to prove to the world. And what better place to use it or use this platform, Fresno, to give you guys a show and be the first UFC that comes to Fresno.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Now, what can you tell us about Cub Swanson?
Cub Swanson, the guy's been around the block, very tricky, very relaxed when he gets in there, and very well-rounded. Wrestling, striking, jiu-jitsu, boxing, you name it, this guy's done it, did it. But he's been around the game for, 13, 14 years? So, he's still at the top for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing bad about that, but I just feel like I'm young, I'm hungry, and I have nothing to lose. So that's why we're taking this fight, and we're here to fight the best of the best.
Yeah.
If you're not here to fight the best of the best, I don't think you belong in the game.
Yeah.
I'm here to fight the best of the best, and he happens to be, I'm number 6, he's 4.
Yeah. I
want to get to 1, So that's how this game works. We have to fight each other to get to where we want to be in the game. And this is another fight. Yeah,
now you mentioned that you want to be to the top spot, and pretty much the whole top 4 is fighting with each other in December. So talk to me a little bit, if all goes well December 9th, what would happen then? Would you be next in line for a title shot, or how does that work out?
That's the goal, bro. That's the goal. Because after my fight, or before my fight,
right,
you have Holloway fighting Frankie Edgar, which are the only 2 people that have beaten Cub. I'm not saying the only 2, but in the recent memory that I can remember, right?
Yeah.
They're the last 2 that beat Cub. So whoever wins that fight, and whoever wins this fight, let's say whoever becomes the title holder, and whoever wins this main event in Fresno, that could be the matchup, for a title.
Yeah.
Or we have to wait for Aldo and Lamas to see what's going on with that, you know?
Okay, good. Now, as you mentioned, you know, Cub's been in the ring with the past two, you know, the current champion right now, Holloway, Frankie Edgar, you know, he beat Jeremy Stevens. But what can you take away from those matches? I mean, when he fought Holloway and Edgar, was fought a couple of years ago. So now being in the octagon with the veteran like him, what do you take away from that? How, you know, do you use a different strategy, or you just fight what you fight?
I fight what I fight, and looking at the you know, perspective is the only losses he has are my you know, his weaknesses, right, are my strengths.
Okay.
So that just goes well match up, and we both like to bang it out. So I feel like I'm not really outclassed anywhere, you know, like I got heart, I got a chin, and you know, war is war when we're in there.
Okay, now when you say the weaknesses and the strengths, what are his weaknesses and what are your strengths?
Submission, you know, he has his losses have came by submissions.
Okay.
He hasn't been I haven't really studied him too much, you know, like his whole resume and everything, but I don't know if he's been knocked out or not, but from what I can remember, he's vulnerable for submission.
Okay.
And that's what, you know, like, if it comes down to it, I can take advantage of that. And if it doesn't, then we just bang it out.
Awesome. Now, how do you feel about headlining? This is your first headline, correct?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that and the trip? I mean, it's pretty much your hard work paying off now. You know, UFC's taking notice and they're giving you a shot. How important do you think it is for you to, you know, to come out on top come December 9th?
This is great for me because this is everything I've worked for my whole life. My whole entire life, I worked hard. I've always trained hard. I've always considered myself a champion. I always consider myself one of the best of the best. And my team saw it, my family saw it, but now I feel like I get to show the world now, you know?
Yeah.
So this is just an opportunity for me to show the world that who I am and what I can do in this octagon. And what better opponent than Cub Swanson?
Now, last thing before we let you go, anything you want to tell us, the fans here in Fresno and in the Valley? They're hungry. There's a lot of, you know, UFC, MMA, you know, martial art fans here, but this is the first real event, you know, UFC brings, you know. So what can you tell us about, tell the fans, a message for the fans?
Oh man, you guys, thank you so much for the support. We're glad, as fighters, we're glad that people are even in the game, you know, fighting, training.
Yeah.
That's always you know, it always hits home for us because we're in the same thing. And you never know what kind of, for me, it's the youngsters, you know, you never know what kind of young kids, the crowd you're gonna inspire when you get there. Where kids are gonna go, I want to be like that guy, and that's how I started. I went to a fight in my hometown, Staples Center in LA, and that's what made me want to be a UFC fighter. And now I'm here gonna headline in another hometown, so hopefully I can inspire people to want to follow their dreams and put Fresno even up higher on the map.
Awesome, thank you, sir.